Okay, good morning, fellow Baguio residents. Uh, I'm Francis Camtugan and I'm here to discuss the query that I posted kanina. Why national law enforcement agencies did not coordinate with local law enforcement agencies in raiding two events and then arresting certain individuals. Okay. I want to explain it because this affects trust to law enforcement. And as a Baguio citizen, I want that Baguio City remains a good place for us, safe from crime, okay? A good place to invest money. And a good place to invest money, a good place to reside, and at the end of the day, you know that your family is safe, okay? And I'm very thankful to the local government because in fairness, it's improving. However, corruption is not good. Okay. Corruption makes people doubt the system, makes people not invest money, makes people scared, okay, for their loved ones. Okay. This question na pinost ko kanina, which I also uttered earlier, okay, is very, very important. Okay. A police general told me long time ago that I have to understand this because there's something sinister behind it. Yeah. What he told me is that the national government, if they conduct raid, the national law enforcement agencies, I mean, if they conduct raid, they always have coordination with local authorities. If there are no coordination with local authorities, there is a trust problem. Okay. Meaning, the national law enforcement agencies do not trust certain elements of the local law enforcement, including prosecution, local police, local National Bureau of Investigation departments. Okay, so if there is mistrust, we have a problem, and we as citizens, it's our responsibility to point out these problems, and it's our responsibility to call out our leaders to do something para magkaroon ulit ng trust. Okay. There are two incidents. Yung first incident, nakalimutan na natin. Okay. Technically. Long time ago, there was a raid of a gambling den, a gambling joint in Bukaucan, wherein this is owned by a relative of the former congressman of Baguio. This person also owns gambling, mga fly-by-night na gambling, okay? Tong-itan, pusoyan, mga ganon, okay? Worse, madyongan, mga ganyan, okay? Which for me, it's not good because it affects talaga not the rich ones, but the poor ones. And then the middle class of Baguio. Ang tina-target nila, you know what? Their clienteles are... The clienteles in these local gambling joints are the old ones. Pero right now, I notice they're targeting younger ones. Younger ones who have a lot of energy and who have a lot of money and whose participation in this local and national conversation of what they use good governance or Maka Baguio is very important. Okay, if we allow these gambling joints to proliferate, it will destroy our city. Okay. That's what I've been repeating all the time, okay? So anyway, going back to the Bukaucan raid. In the Bukaucan raid, the national law enforcement authorities did not coordinate with the local. Because why? Number one, that gambling joint is ran and managed by a relative of the former congressman, okay? People were arrested and at the end of the day, the cases were dismissed. I can talk about it because they're dismissed. Matagal na siyang nag-certificate of finality. So walang nagsasabi na naman nagsasubjudice ako, okay? Okay, let's go to the second one. The raid of the Casa Infini scam in June 10. It was a Saturday of 2023. Okay. So, let's go to the facts para yung background nito para magkaliwanagan. Okay. During the last quarter of 2022, okay, we reported the scam to the local government, including the Office of the Mayor, the National Bureau of Investigation, the RDO8, which is the Revenue District Office of Baguio, the RDO9 or the Revenue District Office of La Trinidad, and the Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay, in the local setting lang muna. Okay, why? Because Casa Infini is conducting a scam. Okay? Scam in many aspects. First, estafa. The estafa is a long discussion, but I'll go to the second and the third. In the second and the third, okay, let's say sabihin natin this investment or tayaan, okay, may mga payout sila, may mga documents sila. You know what, under current law or the National Internal Revenue Code, okay, kailangan these contracts should be registered with the Bureau of Internal Revenue. At the time of execution, you should have paid those people, the investor and the investee or the creditor-debtor should have paid the documentary stamp tax. If I'm not mistaken, there should be payment of 15 centavos for every 200 pesos. That's why yung mga nag-uutang, diba, may mga ganun. Yung kung mga legit kayo nag-utang kayo sa bangko, okay, makita nyo na may binabayaran kayong taxes. Okay. And for every payout, okay, sabihin natin 1 million pesos. Yung principal na na-invest, okay? And then every time, every payout na 5%, yung prinamis nila, kasi yung CASA Infin is from 2.9 to 4.8% or even higher. Okay? So, actually, yung 20% nun, okay, let's go back to our example, 1 million principal, 50,000 or 5% yung payout, return of investment, what they call it, or interest, yeah? Okay, it's 50,000 from the 5%, okay? Actually, you should have paid 20% of that sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. So, it's also a tax fraud. So, those people, okay, those people there, those people sa CASA Infin operated are also liable for tax fraud. Because they did not pay the 20% for every payout na binibigay nila sa mga investors nila. Okay, let's go back to the raid. Okay, let's go back to the background, I mean. Okay, so December 2022, hindi kami po pinansin ng local authorities. In fairness, pinansin kami ng SEC. Okay? Okay, hindi kami pinansin ng BIR, Office of the Mayor. Hindi po kami pinansin. Okay? So, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Ako naman, ang nasa isip ko was the raid in Bukawkan. Because I knew then that there are adults in the room. Hindi lahat is local. There are national figures, national authorities. More powerful people. Okay? Mga hindi mo makorrupt, mga hindi uncorruptible. I told you, I always repeat to my office, if the local won't listen to us, we have the national. The national, they cannot be corrupted. If there's corruption or bad eggs, it's barely 1 to 2%. Why? These are presidential appointees or what you call this, government officers who came from the De Buena familia blood. So, ibig sabihin, mga mayayaman na mga yun, hindi na nila kailangan mag-corrupt. Okay? In other words, yun, De Buena familia sila. So, hindi na nila kailangan ng pera sa corruption. Okay? They're more into, you know, mga kink rin nila na gusto nila nandun yung pangalan nila sa tawag dito sa news. They want to use their names in case that they leave government, they go politics, mga ganun. Okay, so they want prestige, mga reputational, mga yan. Matataas mga yan, sobra. As in, mga iba pa is, they kind of look down on you because you're just a lawyer from the province, you did not graduate from the big 3 schools. Okay, but the good thing with me, I'm from Baguio. I speak good English. Okay, so, at ako talaga, Baguio style talaga ako. Na tipong very confident ako in how I speak. What you call this, I have a good command sa English language. So in a way, nakinig rin naman sila. So after that, when we were ignored by the local authorities, okay, we went to the national. However, good kami. Ang ginawa namin, we went to RTC OCC and we discovered this notary public has hundreds and hundreds of documents pertaining to the CASA Infin scam. 11 pages average or 11 pages each. Yung mga documents na to. Just imagine na lang kung magkano ang binera namin, certified true copies pa lang. 10 pesos per page. Okay? Times 11. My God. Times 300. Diyos ko. Times ilan kopya. Kasi yung mga national offices, hindi naman basta-basta yan na Xerox na nga binibigay mo sa kanila eh. Babasura nila yan. Gusto nila is certified true copies. Wala silang pakialam kung magkano gagasusin mo dun. They don't care. Kasi I told you nga, mga super, alam mo, they're super yaman eh. And then galing sila sa mga super good na mga schools and super good na mga, tawag dito, offices sa Senate and Congress before they even entered yung mga government positions nila ngayon. Okay? So talagang sacrifice talaga on our part. So we shipped these documents, we prepared the complaint. Okay? We went to Marina, we went to Bangko Sentral, we went to PAGCOR, we went to the SEC, we went to BIR and other offices. Okay, talagang effort talagang ginawa namin. And they again, do not say kasi kayo na mga yung mga opinion writers ng mga local media ng Casa Infini, okay? Parang pinapalabas ninyo na nagsulsul kami sa national government. Hello. Sino naman kami para magsulsol? Ako lang po ay igorot na taga Baguio na nag-aral sa hindi yung mga big schools ng Manila. Wala akong fraternity connections. Wala talaga. However, kaya nga hindi nyo pwedeng through the sulsul power. No, it's not sulsul. Nag-file kami ng complaint. We used the rules nila. And then we presented these documents. Okay? And you read the cease and desist order. The June 8 cease and desist order. Please lang ha. The June 8, 2023 cease and desist order. Makita nyo doon, yes, andun yung pangalan ko. Pero andun rin na tipong they conducted their own independent separate investigations. They fact-check with RTC, OCC. They required documents. They did undercover surveillance. The AOCC, wherein I respect so much this office, okay? They conducted their own investigation. Hindi lang sila basta-basta nakinig sa pinagsasabi ng igorot na baklang taga Baguio. Okay? Or kung ano man sinubmit ko na documents. Okay, so, kinasay yung raid. You know why? You know what? Walang coordination sa local. Walang coordination sa even the scheduled inquest prosecutor at that time. Why? Because they knew that the Casa Infini group is protected by these local law enforcement. Alam nila na may pagka-untouchable sila sa local. May pagka-untouchable sila sa local. That's why the combined forces of PAOs, the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, okay, the Regional Anti-Cybercrime Unit, CAR, okay, the tawag dito yung specialized na office ng SEC sa Manila, Investor Protection Enforcement Division, okay? Hindi na sila hindi na sila nakiko-coordinate kasi nga baka mamaya matimbrehan pa yung scam. Alam nila na 30 months ongoing, hindi ginalaw ng NBI CAR yan. Hindi nila ginalaw kasi nga may protector sila dyan, okay? Sabihin ko yung isa, retired na director. Ikaw na retired na director, ha? Please lang, tigil-tigil mo pinagsasabi mo about me. I will discuss about you some other time. Mas malala pa yung mga kasalanan mo. Okay. Anyway. Dun sa, kaya nga, ni-raid nila nung June 10. People were arrested in June 10. Okay. Actually nga, na isa sa isang newspaper nakalagay doon, 26 naman bubudol nilang bat sa Baguio. That's so embarrassing. Very, very, extremely embarrassing for the image of the city of Baguio. Okay? So, see? Okay? Yung mga incidents na yon, it taints the good governance na advertisement po ni Apo Mayor. It taints the Mga Baguio advertisement of the current congressman of Baguio. The raid of Casa Infini. Alam po ng national government na may mga councilors na nagprotector dyan. May mga local councilors na nag-invest dyan. Nakakahiya kayo ng mga local councilors kayo. Yung isa pa nagra-run for mayor. Come clean. Say sorry to the people of Baguio that you allowed your names to be used by these scammers. Okay? Nakakahiya. How do you even campaign na tipong Apo Konsehal, nag-isirukak iti kwarta, kinikasa, itatahang kumaala. Ngam sika, nakitak sika, ijay the events ti kasa. Shame on you. Shame on the tax authorities of Baguio. How dare you, RDO 8, Baguio City. Okay, I just want to tell this kasi medyo you know what, we receive a letter from your office Tinitira niyo yung isang kliyente ko na hindi nag-register ng real estate mortgage niya kay, tawag dito, yung transaction nila nung financer niya, 2M. Yes, of course. In fairness, I have to bow down to RDO8, Baguio, for giving me that letter. And then you know what? I told my client, we settle. In fairness, whatever transaction you do, the government must get its share. Sa transaksyon ng real estate mortgage and the promissory note, kasi minsan is hindi na nakita yung note is naka-combine na yung note, yung utang doon sa REM Dapat bayaran nyo yun in fairness. Kailangan talaga bayaran yun. So sabi ko, you know what, this is just a small amount. We pay our obligation to the state. Okay. Bakit kayo RDO8? Ayoko nang sabihin yung pangalan mo Okay. Nakakagigil. Sige na nga, sabihin ko na nga, Mr. Rolyan. Okay, so why? I gave you the documents of Casa Infini. Why you did not investigate? Why you did not give an assessment? Okay? I'm hurt. Okay? Because nag-effort kami. And then, prinisentar mi sa inyo. You know what? I-compute nyo lahat yun. I-compute nyo lahat yun. I-compute nyo lahat. Ang laki. We're talking here siguro tax obligation into the tens of millions of pesos. May power nga kayo of attachment Bakit hindi kayo nagre-research? Bakit hindi kayo nag-assess sa kanila? Nakakairita. Okay, sinayang yung efforts ko. Efforts ng office ko. Buti yung national government. Patola sila, pinatulan nila, chinek nila. Pero ikaw, nasa RDO8. Okay? Bakit hindi mo ginawa? Bakit di mo ginawa? Diba? Ang laki ng tax liability niyan. Tapos may access pa kayo, may power of subpoena pa kayo. Takot nga kami sa sa mga subpoena nyo Meron nga crime, failure to obey summons, diba? You have that ultimate power. Okay? Kinakatakutan even ng mga abogado. How come that you did not give it to CASA? Diba? Why? May pinaprotektahan kayo? Perfect na Hindi ko naman kailangan na i-Excel sheet pa Mas matalino kayo sa akin kasi usually accountants kayo dyan Ang daling i-Excel sheet niyan. Tapos wala man letter of assessment or wala man letter na kinokolekta ninyo. Bakit sino kinakatakutan nyo dun sa mga listahan ng investors? Or tipong yung Casa Infini, Sinong kinakatakutan nyo? Or tipong yung asawa niya, porket anak siya ng, anak siya ng kilalang political family ng Benguet? Na sila ang pinakamayaman? Sa Benguet, na yung auntie nung asawa ng mastermind is, dati sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Tapos yung uncle niya is a former long-time mayor ng Itogon. Diba? Understandable. Mayayaman sila. Pero we have to stand up kasi lalo na sa government kailangan yung mag-stand up against them. Hindi porket super yaman nila, 'di ba? Super powerful sila is magbabow down kayo sa RDO8. Magbabow down lang kayo sa kanila. Hindi po, mali po, please. Gawin niyo po yung trabaho niyo. I will be filing several sets more. Anyway, right now I trust na kung sino yung nandun I trust na kasi kabatch ko yan sa CTA Science. Okay. BCNHS Science, okay? Shout out kay Ma'am Donna, okay? Super talino niyan. Super talino, nasa top 5 namin ata yan noon Tapos nun, she had multiple awards when we were in high school. She won national competitions. Di mo yun madadayan. Nakita ko siya gumawa ng tawag dito, ng assessment or something. Just, parang memorize yung numbers. Ganun katalino yan. Ganun katalino. Kaya buti nga, meron parang adults in the room, in the local level sa BIR, na mag-aayos niyan. Okay, na mag-aayos niyan. Kailangan talaga i-assess yung mga yan. Okay? I-forward, you text me i-forward ko ulit sa'yo. Kasi alam ko tinago mo yung files dyan sa BIR Forward ko ulit sa'yo, soft copy. Tapos i-fact check mo kay RTC OCC sa Benguet. Okay? Sabi ko nga, I'm all for good governance. I'm all for Macabagyo. Pero itigil na. Pero gawa tayo ng paraan para ma-stop yung mga loophole ng corruption. Ang ganda kaya nangyayari ngayon sa Baguio. Imagine number 2 tayo sa medal list. The medal list shows na it's healthy, the society is healthy. Hindi naman may pagka-Hitler yung utak ko na tipong the society is producing what they call this, young people who can compete, okay, for the Olympia, mga ganyan. No. It means that the funds are it means that we have a local law enforcement, what do you call this, local sports program which benefits the youth. Okay, we have a local, yung private sector, yung LGU, everyone is coordinating for the benefit of the youth, okay? And through that, nasa sense ko rin na yung money rin is nagamit properly. Kasi alam niyo naman, it was an avenue of corruption yan before, yung mga sports na yan, kinukopit yung mga para sa mga bata. Yung budget na pagkain noon, 'di ba? Tapos nun, sobrang laki, tapos makita lang yung breakfast mo is isang piraso ng longganisa, isang itlog, tapos old rice. Okay. So anyway, nakita ko naman, in fairness with the local government here in Baguio, naayos naman. Pero anyway, sinare ko lang ito, yung query ko, para tulungan rin natin ang government natin dito sa Baguio para ipulis yung sarili niya at tanggalin yung mga bad eggs sa sistema para clean ba? Clean na hindi na ulit mangyayari na parang na-bypass kayo ni national government. Tas nagre-raid sila. Okay, nagre-raid sila na walang paalam sa inyo. Alam mo yun, kung ako yun, sobrang insulto yun. Kasi binaypas eh. Bakit ako binaypas? Ganun yun. Magtanong ka na sa sarili mo, bakit ka binaypas ng national before conducting the raid? Kasi nga, corrupt ka, nakakahiya ka, kababain ka. Iso nga binaypas da ka. See? Okay, dayta lang. Ay, shucks, I'm going to have an acid attack. I'm ready for my next meeting. Naimbag na daw yo. Thank you very much for listening. Love you all. Thank you.